Hello everyone, welcome to our webinar on Facebook lead ads. My name is Abha Maheshwari and I'm a product growth manager with our marketing partnerships team here at Facebook. With that, let's get started. So clearly we are all experiencing the impact that mobile is having on our lives. The way people discover information is changing. Before, people found information through one-way channels based on curated content, primarily decided by a set of media providers, mostly newspaper and TV. Versus now, while those channels still exist, people are also discovering information that matters to them in a more personalized and curated way on mobile. In fact, mobile continues to steal share of US adults' daily time spent with media. And eMarketer just released this statistic to be about 3 hours on mobile per day. And what's more is that people are discovering this information on apps. Apps now account for 52% of all time spent on digital, desktop, and mobile combined. And most of this time is spent in the Facebook app. So with this context, given how pervasive mobile is in our lives, we can imagine the kind of challenges that it has created for lead generation advertisers. First of all, it is now more difficult to reach people where they are spending most of their time. In addition, when you try to reach those people on mobile, it is very, very difficult to get these people to fill out forms on mobile device. Filling a form on an M site is painful. Forms are long. It's difficult to edit those forms. All of this leads to very high drop-off rates. In fact, looking at our internal data, we found that it takes almost 38% longer for people to fill out forms on mobile than on desktop. Clearly, all of this leads to very high abandonment rates. Recognizing these pain points for people and advertisers is what led us to start building a pretty unique solution, and that is what I'm going to introduce to you today. With that, I'm going to start a quick demo on what Facebook's lead ads solution looks like. So as you can see here, lead ads are optimized for mobile on Facebook. First of all, there's no load time because the form is part of an in-app experience. Information the user has shared on Facebook is pre-populated, making it easier to fill out the form. Finally, the user is in complete control of the information they shared. So as you saw in the demo, the user can easily go back and edit the form fields to submit the most appropriate information for a particular form. So if we look at all the advantages that Facebook's lead ad solution provides, there are 4 key primary challenges that we solve for. First of all, it allows advertisers to collect leads on mobile. You can now reach people where they really are, that is on mobile and Facebook, with forms that are truly designed for the mobile experience. You can improve the data quality of the lead contact info with pre-populated forms and easy to edit forms. You can acquire the right customers, so you can reach the right people on Facebook using Facebook targeting and optimization. And lastly, you can access leads in real time by integrating with one of our certified CRMs or API to immediately take action on the leads. And what's more, you can do all of this at scale with Facebook. So with that, let's look at a little bit more detail into each of these advantages. First of all, like we said, you can reach people where they spend most of their time, that is on mobile and on Facebook. People not only go to Facebook to stay up to date with family and friends, but also to discover new information. In a survey asking US consumers how they discover online information, Facebook was the second highest response. 1 in 4 users said they found their information on Facebook. Also, with 1.5 billion people visiting their newsfeed on their mobile device every month, clearly the Facebook provides unparalleled reach. Secondly, mobile forms are easy to create. You can select from up to 18 pre-populated form fields and add additional 3 customizable fields. You can also have a customizable disclaimer. Facebook's lead ads provides a simple way for people to fill out forms on their mobile devices. Lead ads takes people to a native form experience that's pre-populated with contact information like email addresses without leaving Facebook in a privacy-safe way. Lead ads can be used to collect sign-ups for newsletters, price estimates, follow-up calls, and business information. You can fully customize your form with open-ended questions, multiple choice questions, and contact fields to collect the information that matters most to your business. Also, by combining Facebook targeting and optimization, you can ensure you're reaching the right people with your lead ads. For example, you can use lookalike audiences to find people who look like your high LTV customers, and Facebook can optimize delivery to people likely to fill out the lead ad. Lastly, with Facebook, you can see leads in real time as soon as they are submitted. This allows you to follow up quickly based on their inquiry. In addition, you can advance leads through the funnel either by integrating with our API to receive leads in real time, or working with one of our integrated CRM providers to receive leads in real time. The third option is you can actually download the leads as a CSV file from your page. Here's a list of the CRM partners that we are currently integrated with on lead ads. This is definitely not the final list yet. We continue to work with more CRM partners, and you will find us adding more partners in the coming months. So lead ads can be used across various different verticals and across various different objectives. Here are just a few common cases that we've seen. Publishers, retailers, or brands have used lead ads to promote newsletters or information signups. Retailers have also used lead ads to provide deals or advertise coupons. Educational and financial institutions and professional services are using lead ads to inquire to start inquiry questions or interest forms. Also, larger purchase items like autos have used lead ads to promote demos, test drives, and sample requests. Here's an example of what continued flow provides for an advertiser. So this is an extension to our lead ad solution, and it's currently in beta, but available to advertisers who see a strong use case for this solution. So in a continued flow, there's really a four-step flow. So first of all, the user sees the ad in the news feed. The user then fills out the form and submits the information. You get a success screen. This is just like our native lead ads flow. In continued flow, there's a fourth step where the user is directed to an advertiser's page to complete the flow. The information entered in the form is transferred as part of the call. Some of the common use cases for continued flow are stated here. So you can think of an example where a user needs to complete registration. So in this case, say the landing page can have a registration form, which will now be pre-filled with all the information that the user has already entered through the lead gen native unit. The user can then create a password and complete registration offsite. Second case is where the landing page can be used to collect additional consent or sensitive information that might be needed to give the user the right offer. Another common use case is where the landing page can be customized based on the user's response. For example, if a user can be asked to choose a particular product in the form, and the landing page can then be optimized for that particular product's flow. We've seen some really great success stories with lead ads. Here's an example where Stuart Weitzman, which is a luxury shoe company, used lead ads to give subscribers exclusive updates and insider information. With lead ads, they were able to decrease cost per lead by 54% across international and domestic markets. Stuart Weitzman says that they use email marketing as a very valuable tool to expand their visual storytelling and drive sales. And with lead ads, they were able to collect these leads at a much more efficient cost per lead. Here's another example. This is Sona Med Spa, which is a large full-service aesthetics company. They use lead ads to attract new clients. They used a compelling offer as an incentive to sign up, and Sona Med Spa saw almost 50% lower cost per lead than comparable platforms. With that, I would like to cover some of the best practices for lead ads. So let's start with some best practices for ad creatives. So we highly recommend that you provide context in your ad to incentivize the user to take action. For example, if you are getting users to sign up to receive a discount, ensure that it is clear that the user must submit their contact information to actually receive the discount. Consider including coupons or incentives in the ad. This will give the user an incentive to actually share the information. Also, highlight your key value proposition in the ad copy. Let the user know why sharing their information will benefit them. Here are also some good suggestions on what you can do with your lead ads form. We recommend that you create a few different ad sets with different forms and optimize based on which form yields the lowest cost per lead and best set of information. Also, only ask for essential information. Additional questions add more screens, which result in higher abandonment. Keep free from text input to a minimum. Consider multiple choice questions instead. And if you're using multiple choice questions, limit options to 3 or 4. The less the user has to scroll, the better the experience. Also, finally, I just wanted to review some of these lead ads terms with all of you. You are never allowed to sell user data from lead ads. If you plan to share user data from lead ads, please make sure the sharing is allowed by our lead ads terms. Consult the lead ads section of our advertising policy before writing your own custom questions. And lastly, keep user data from lead ads secure. To wrap up, I just wanted to cover some of the next steps and what's coming in lead ads. So first of all, please integrate lead ads in your interfaces if you haven't already. The hyperlink here is the link to our API guides for lead ads. Secondly, pitch lead ads to your clients. Lead ads is now globally available across all interfaces and API. We have also shared our lead ads collateral on the marketing partners portal page. If you cannot find this collateral, please reach out to your Facebook counterpart and we will make sure we get this collateral to you. In addition, I just wanted to use this opportunity to share some of the new features that will be coming soon. We are going to make lead ads available also on desktop placement. We are looking at carousel for lead ads as well. And lastly, context cards, which will allow you to share more information with your advertiser on the context of, of the lead of the use case that you're trying to drive. With that, I have shared the content that I had that I wanted to share with you, and would love to open up the session for Q&A. Just some housekeeping here. Please use the chat bar window in your GoToWebinar control panel if you have any questions at this point. Thank you. And sorry, one more quick point. I also did want to share, I have with me Jyotika Prasad, who is our product manager on lead ads, and Jyotika will be taking some of these questions from you.
Thanks for the introduction, Abha. Hi, everybody. So I'll start reading out the questions and then answer them. So the first question I see here is it possible to reorder the lead fields that consumers see? If so, when will that be possible? So unfortunately, today we don't support this. We do have some ordering logic built in that's based on tests we've done and best practices. That being said, this is something that's on the roadmap, so we hope to have this in a couple of months. Will lead ads be coming for desktop? Yes. So this is actually in beta right now. If you have clients, you can reach out to Abha and we can get them whitelisted. And we plan to have this at 100% in a few weeks. The next question I see is, can we know more about context ads? So assume this is asking about context cards. This is also something that is going to be in beta this week. The idea behind this is an optional feature, and this gives you an additional screen of context before the form starts. So when the user clicks on it, this is a page that you can show your user with value propositions, what happens next, etc. Can you talk more about what CRMs can currently integrate with Facebook lead ads? Today we have Salesforce, Marketo, Oracle, DriftDrop, Maropost, SalesThrough.
Yeah.
And we are also adding more as we go along. So if you have clients who are using certain CRMs that you would like to see integrated, please pass the list along to Abha. How will the auction process work for lead ads? Can we bid on cost per lead? Yes, you can. We support both CPC and OCPM models on where the OCPM optimizes per lead. So you can put in a bid of whatever the maximum you are willing to pay per lead is, and the system will optimize for that. Can a user share a lead ad? So today, no, we disable shares for lead ads, just as we disable sharing for other ad formats. And we did this so that advertisers can actually provide tailored offers to the segments that they are targeting. Does Facebook auto-populate a custom audience after the form is completed? So this is something we do not support today, but it's on the roadmap. We will be doing custom audiences both for people who have filled the form as well as people who started the form but dropped out. So you could target those differently. Where is the PII data going to be stored? So we store the leads in our system for 90 days today, and clients can download this through CSV from Pages Manager, or they can integrate with our real-time API, or as we mentioned, they can get it from one of the CRM systems that are integrated. Does Facebook do form optimization? So today we don't really optimize forms, but this is something we are working on. Pretty soon we'll also have what we call form level insights, which would be insights on every page, telling you who dropped off or how many people dropped off at each page, so you can optimize the form. Can advertisers have their own full TNCs embedded within the unit? Yes, they can. We now support what we call custom disclaimers. So an advertiser can put in the legal language into the form while building out the form. And in the ad unit, we will make sure that the user sees the forms and explicitly presses accept before we send the information over. Is there a minimum number of fields to choose for an ad? Yes, you have to choose at least one field for the form to be valid. What bid type should my advertisers use for lead ads? So today we both support CPC as well as OCPM. We recommend using OCPM. Generally, we have seen stronger performance. However, if you feel the advertiser does not have a clear idea of how much they should bid per lead, you can start off with CPC and then once you know the bid, move on to OCPM. All right, I think that's what we have for today. Thanks everybody for joining.
If there are, we just give maybe a few more minutes. If there are any additional questions you have at this point, please use the control panel. So far, these are all the questions that we've received. Great. That looks like all the questions we had. Thank you so much for joining. And we will be sharing a recording of the webinar today through our Scale Communications channel soon. Thank you so much.